Hello, everyone. This is Rex Red, and I am back with another awesome Daz Studio tutorial today. We are going to work with some transparencies. I have them in the works, and we're just going to make an awesome scene, and I'm going to just try and show you guys as many tips and tricks along the way and see if maybe you can learn something from me. If you do, please leave a like, click the bell to subscribe, and click the bell for notifications if you'd like to be part of the live chat. And also you can leave a comment if you find something interesting here today. So, all right, without too much fanfare, so many people, I don't know, they complain about music in the background and all. So I don't know what people have against, if it's done right, if it's really loud and kind of annoying, distracting. Yeah, I guess I can have a problem with that myself. So, all right, it looks like we're public and it looks like we're ready to go. So we're going to switch over to this monitor here and this little scene where I am going to now, we have this is Victoria, but she's been changed into a man. This is the male version of Victoria. So right out of the box, we have the male version. And when I look at him, all I can see is Victoria. But I know if I put a beard on him and I put some hair on him, that I think he's going to look quite masculine. As you can see over here, he looks pretty masculine. He doesn't right in there, but I think he does here. So there's, okay, what we're going to do in this scene is I'm going to put him behind a window. Okay, so he's going to be looking out the window, and he's going to have one hand like on the window, and the window is going to have like rainy, like steamy kind of frost around it, and he's going to be looking out the window and have one hand on the window, and then you'll see kind of like the outside of the building and the window. That's the idea. All right, so we're going to try and make this kind of, it's going to be mostly like a portrait, but a little bit of a scene also. So we'll see. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but we're going to try it. And what I'm going to try to do is use some transparencies, some Photoshop transparencies, and I'm going to bring them in to Daz Studio. We're going to try and fit them in the window, and then I might use another transparency to create like a rain effect. And we're going to do all of this with Photoshop brushes. So that's the plan. So first thing we have to do is find a window, because we can't really work with the brushes without the window so that we kind of know the dimensions, and so our transparency doesn't kind of get stretched and distorted. So that's the idea. You can probably maybe picture this in your mind. This is all, that's what you do when you create a scene, is you come up with an idea like this. And so that's the idea, making it happen. Sometimes, most of the time, when you try to make that idea happen, it oftentimes just comes out so much different than you imagine, because the tools and the things that you use. Now this has windows in it, but there's a bunch of them, and I don't want a bunch of windows. But those are exactly the kind of windows, because I don't want windows that have like a crisscross in them. So that's kind of like, and I don't want a full-size window. I want a window. I want to see the side of the building outside kind of thing. I have no idea, no preconception of what I'm going to use yet. But out of the thousands of scenes that I have on my computer, there must be one that will work just perfectly. I'm going to try to find something that's exactly what I'm looking for, rather than have to. Now this looks like it, because Modern House 3, because see this window up in here on the second floor, kind of, let's add this. I don't want a nighttime scene, so all right, Modern House. Now what we're going to do is let's put a camera here, create a new camera so we can come back to this. And let's take this camera and lock it, because that's about where I'm going to want the camera. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take our modern house, which is, all of this is encapsulated in that modern house. So we're going to go Z, which is usually, okay, we're going to go out of Iray. Out of Iray, I said. There we go. And then we're going to go Z. We're going to find that window, that perfect little window that I'm looking for. Oops, this is our perspective view. Okay, Y translate. Okay, this is not a perfect little window. I thought it was going to be, but what I see here now is I see a blind, and I also see this middle partition here. Now I could cut that out, which I might do. If this turns out to be, oh, there's another window there, is it? Maybe. Or maybe this is the third floor here. Where, let's see, I can't see these windows. How about if we spin the house around again? Around. Y rotate. Okay, that's not the window. Okay, now I'm seeing, okay, they've used the same style window kind of everywhere. So this, I don't think this is what I'm looking for. Now, like I said, I could cut that middle partition out. And this right here kind of has the wall that I'm looking for. Let's see what happens when we bring him in behind this window. Okay, because I could make this window work. I'm good at that. Let's see. So we can go look through the camera, because the camera's locked anyway. Modern house. We're going to go Y translate. We're going to go Z translate. And we're going to make sure he's behind the curtain, behind this. See, I can scale this down. I can cut the whole house out. X translate. Now, what I want to do is go to this perspective view, and I'm going to go around and go inside the house and go ahead a little bit and see what happens when I zoom out a little bit like this. What's here? Oh my gosh, this is all messed up. This is some kind of... Okay, this is all set so I can't click on anything here. That's not helpful. This is just already not working. Okay, it's just not. Now there's something here. Okay, this is some kind of little box here. And when I delete it, the whole house goes. So I could use this, but it's just more work than I am anticipating. What if we go materials? Okay, here we go. What I don't see here is the window. I see fence. A fence. I don't even know what a fence is, but this is not what I want. So let's keep looking. Now, I could make a frame. I also have construction kits. Yeah, I'll find something here. So we're gonna keep looking through this until we find the right window. Utah sunroom. That again has got you know, most of the time you think of a window and you just think it's so boring to not have like the crisscross in the window. It's like the best window is one with the crisscross because it just makes the window look a little more fancy than just a square with a piece of glass in it. But that's what we need actually in this case. And the thing is that many artists really overwork I don't mean that in a negative way. They overwork their scenes so that things look better. Once again, we have the window that we need, but we don't have. We'll find one here. I mean, look at these windows. I mean, talk about like futuristic. It's like, and it's just about every window we're going to see here is going to be this kind of thing where they're going to have to put some sort of thing here. And you know, I don't want the crisscrosses in the window because it's going to just cover him up. And I know from experience that the crisscrosses really just seem to always come in the wrong place, and they obscure the character just enough that it, you know, in some cases it works, but most cases it doesn't. It just obscures too much of your character. Corner lot house. All right, let's try just going here to the default and looking for window. And see if I can just find a window. Okay, here we go. Window. And maybe we can find a window that's actually attached to a wall, which would be really cool. All right. Those are poses. And this brings up another problem, okay? Because it's hard to cut a hole out of a wall to put the window in. It just requires some work. So we've got to find the wall with the window with the wall. And if I find find a good window, I might be able to follow that window to a wall. All right, we're going to go back up. We're going to go up because I think these are the up is are the latest windows. They're the windows that product ID. These are windows that were made more recently. Now, do I want a portrait window? I do. Left. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to explore the product. Environment. Window. Where's the wall with it? Look at this left wall. This is probably the wall that the window fits in. There's a wall. There's a window. I think this is going to be perfect, but I don't know yet. Let's spin the window around. Bring it ahead a little bit. No, see, this isn't the window I want. But we have a wall, though, with a hole in it. The window is the right. So what this, I believe, is, see how that snapped into place? It's kind of weird. What I want to do, though, which is not going to work. So we're going to delete that. We're going to find another window. This one. Okay. This is snapping to this thing. That was very specific, huh? This is our window. Okay, let's go to our parameters and let's take and turn that to -90. Okay, and then we're going to move it up, 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 up. Look at that. That's pretty darn close. I think it'll fit if I push it back and actually get it to the window. Let's scale this a little bit. And is it going to fit? No. But maybe what I can do is take the wall. All right. I actually want this window, so let's scale it Y. Okay, how do I say no? I have a call here. Hi, I can't talk right now. I'm live online in a tutorial. We'll talk tomorrow. It should work if we can do this at the right time where you're not in therapy. So but we'll try to do it tomorrow. Okay. Okay, no problem. All right. You have a lovely night, Victoria. You too. All righty. Bye-bye. Okay. So we're going to try to scale this Y, and hopefully it doesn't distort the frame that much. It doesn't look like it did. Okay, so what we're going to do now is look at this from the top. This looks like it's going to work. Okay, so we're going to bring this frame in. Window left. I don't need a right window. Okay, what's going on? Why won't you move on it for me? Okay, this is like some kind of snap thing happening here. And so I've got to turn this snap thing off, I think. Okay, I think I can do this Z and it'll move. Okay, it will move. If I go open, close, all right. Y translate, X rotate. Oh, why do things have to be so, all right, so difficult? All right, so what we have to do, I think, is go up to here and go to parameter settings, I think. I don't think that's going. There we go. How did I manage to do that? I don't know. Okay, and we're going to go like this. We're going to go like that. We'll scale it Y a little bit. And we'll scale it another little bit of Y. Down a little bit. X. And over a little bit. I just don't want to crack around it. Okay, I think we've got it. So now what we're going to do is put this and this into a group. We're going to call this wall and window. Wall and window. Wall. Angus, how are you, my friend? How are you? We are working on a scene today, of course. That should be evident. So we're going to put this guy here behind the wall in the window. I think we got to rotate this whole thing. Why rotate like this so that it's like that? And we'll put that on a 90-degree angle. And then we're going to look through our camera, which we have locked. And the wall has got to go X translate. Yes, like that. And then Z translate, which would be straight ahead and there. And then we're going to scale this whole thing down a little bit like this. Y translate, X translate. We're going to scale it some more. Y translate, X translate. Scale it some more, I guess. Y translate, X translate. Y translate. And we'll scale it a little bit more. Y translate. X translate. Z translate. Okay. Y translate. Okay, X translate. Okay, so what we're going to try to do is we're going to we're going to dress him up so he looks more like a man. Save this, and it's going to be through light through a window. This he is going to be the light through a window. Okay. So what he's going to do is he's going to have his hand. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the likes, people. Thank you. He is going to be the light, the person, I guess figuratively. And he's going to have his hand on the window. And then we're going to have like condensation, like frost around the window. and there'll be a little bit of rain coming through. I don't know what's going to be behind him yet. I haven't figured that out. But that's what we're going to try to do, okay? I might find some kind of, it might be an image behind a living room, something, we might try to make this kind of a grayish scene, you know, where, let's see what happens when we go into Iray. Let's see if the glass actually works. Let's see if there's, okay, so, we're going to have to put something like some kind of siding or something on the house on this wall left. Let's see, there's a lot to do here. So we're going to go here with shade surfaces. Okay, I think I'd like to have that here. Okay, surfaces. And we go to the wall left, base color. Let's see what we have for colors here. Outer wall, let's try the outer wall. I think that's what it is. And we're going to go to now to all files and default shaders. And there's, I think maybe like a plaster, you know, or kind of shader. How does this work? Look what we got. So we got something here. 4K. And I think this wall and window, I think this window might be better just a tiny bit narrower. See, that didn't work. Z, that didn't work at all. What the heck? It's supposed to work. Okay, well then we'll have to Z the window. Oh, that's the wrong one. Z. Okay, maybe I used the wrong one. X. X. Oh, this is so strange. Z. X translate. Everything is just not at the right thing. Okay, let's try now with the window. Z. Okay. See, that is still too wide, I think. All right, so we're going to go with this, Z. Okay, is that working? Let's go to the perspective view and see what we have here. Now this looks like the wall not quite centered. Camera. Okay. All right, so now on the wall pattern, on the surface, okay, I don't like this pattern that well. Let's see what else we have for concrete surface. Now the editor. Let's just do the upper wall, inner wall, all wall with this stuff. Okay, and terracotta. No. Now I'm liking this. Okay, but what we got to do is make it a little smaller. So we go to the editor. We go here to vertical, horizontal tiles. We'll go to 2 to 3. And vertical tiles at 3. Okay. That kind of works. And now the window frame. We go here to that. And let's go with this. See, that didn't work. We got to go to just, we did the glass. We've got to just do the frame part. So we go to editor, window frame. Let's try this. There we go. I think that works. Now we take the frame here, pull it out a little bit. Now there's something about the way it's going around the frame that doesn't look right. So let's go to this editor. Something about the way it's laying across this. That would be in angle, offset, displacement. I forgot how to do this. I think it's the UV. Zero, 1 would be 1. Okay, that's just not working, so we're going to try to find a wood, okay, instead. Okay, let's just, it's not laying across, so we'll try wood. Shaders. Okay, can't find the maps. Skip, 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 skip. All right. That was horrific. Okay, let's try this one. That's a little better. But I don't like the shine. Let's see if we can find something. I could take the shine down, but let's just see if we can find something that works right out of the gate. Hello. Sort of works. Porcelain. These take a long time to apply. Okay, that's not really working. Here we go, this one. All right, that kind of works. Let's go to the perspective view and find out what's going on with this. Let's look at this from the side. Okay, the problem here we have is I've made it too thin, I think. Let's go back to the camera again. Okay. I think we've got something happening here now. Let's put our figure in a pose. Poses. Okay, poses, figures. Okay, poses. And we're going to do a standing pose. Okay, we'll just go, I think we'll find something in the standing pose. Standing pose. I don't think it has to be whatever kind of pose I can translate it. Let's save this. Okay, I was supposed to be here, but I thought I was there, but I'm not. We're going to go to standing, get rid of this, and see what we have here. We're looking for somebody with their hand up to a window. Well, this might work. They don't have to necessarily have their hand up to the window. Parameters. This is the first deviation from my first thing. Y rotate. I don't think this is going to work because I don't. Maybe it will, because I might have problems with the Y translate with the underarm hair. It looks like his body's kind of doing something weird here. But Y rotate. Let's get him to look at the camera. And now let's unlock the camera. I think I'm at a weird angle. Let's kind of do something like this. Okay, the camera is putting its light is flashing on the camera has a light. Okay, we got to go like this. No, I think I like the idea of the hand on the glass better than this. So let's keep looking for poses. All right, I think I can use this pose here. Oh, that's supposed to be on him, not the wall. I can use this pose and I can just put his hand up. See, his body seems more properly proportioned in this pose. Okay, Y rotate. And yeah, and I like that melancholy kind of look. Yeah, this is much better. So we take and move him over a little bit. Which hand is going to be on the window? I don't know yet. I think the right hand. Okay, so we can pull him over a little bit like this. And then we got to pose the right hand. So we'll take the wall and window, and this little check mark here, when I click on this check mark, it means that the wall is no longer obstructing, and I can click on him now. Like bend his elbow. Let's go into Iray, out of Iray. Okay, and we'll twist this a little bit here. Well, what I did was actually I held the control key, and then I clicked on this top little check mark here where it's now an X, and it selected everything inside of the hierarchy, inside of this group, and it made it all non-checkable so that I can work on his pose. Twist the hand, bend the hand like this. Now let's go into power pose, hand, right hand. That just gave us a little bit here. You don't see me use power pose very often, but I use it every once in a while just to kind of get my hand in the right place. Okay, his face is going through the mirror. We just don't want that. I mean, through the window. So let's push him back a little bit. Z. That's helpful. Let's rotate him a little bit. Y. Okay, now my camera. I want to center everything and kind of get it where I want it to be. Front. Let's see what happened. Now I don't want him that looking up like that. I want to kind of capture the down look a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to turn his hand a little bit. Twist. We're going to bring the thumb back, bend, which way? Yeah, like that. The hand again, we'll twist it some more, or we bend. Okay, I think I'm going to lock my camera now so I don't mess up the camera here. So just for now, we might unlock it a little bit later just to do some fine tuning, but it looks pretty centered like what I want. So now let's move him over a little bit, X, And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the perspective view. We're going to go in here. We're going to try, and I'm going to try to manipulate him by hand here. Just pull this hand ahead a little bit like that. See if we didn't throw him off too much. I don't think so. Go back to our camera view. No, this is kind of nice. Now we take this. Now we're like right up to the window, as you can see. So I can twist. Okay, we can take the shoulder. We can bring it back a little bit like this. There we go. We take this finger. That finger. Like that. Now this is a little too far. Okay. You can't really tell that his hand isn't right up against the glass. So save this. Okay. And I think maybe we could pull him over just a little bit more that way. Save that. Now, what we need to do is work on this window now. Let's take and select the window. Window left, surface. And surface, editor, window frame. Okay, there is a map here. Glossy color. Okay, this is the base color for the frame, the glass. There is no map here. Okay, so what I don't know is I don't know the dimensions of this. So I mean, I could take and try to measure it right on my screen here. Tape measure. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little trick here. I'm going to hit print screen, and I'm going to grab a little image of this like that. Then we're going to go into Photoshop. And what that did was that just took a little image of that, which gives me the dimensions, so the ratio of the dimensions, kind of. So that's a little tip right there. Okay, I hit print screen and Windows comes up with your clip, your snippet tool, I guess it's called, but it's also part of the print screen. New file. And now when I click on new file, see, it's going to give me this clipboard option, and that is the dimensions of my, and I don't really need to paste it in. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to make this black. Black is invisible, so we're going to go black. Okay, and we're going to fill this in with a black color. And then we're going to make this a little bigger. We're going to move this out of the way. Okay, over here. We'll pin that bar position so we don't have it in the way. Then I'm going to go here, and we're going to change this to white. My brush. And we're going to go to our brush tool. And we're going to look for steam and smoke. Z, that's smoke. That's kind of steam, but we're looking for Z. What do we got? Z. Frost. Well, we're looking, let's try frost. Z. Frost isn't really what I'm looking for either. It might be a condensation. Here we go. Z. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but this might work. I think the rain is too big. So Z. So what do? Do we make it bigger? No, we go Z and we go make it smaller. This is like a very touchy area. It becomes like large really quickly. I think that might work. But what I'd like to do, Z, is I'd like to go Z and make this smaller here, like this. Steam. Some of this steam here. Z. Okay, I think, okay, Z. What I have to do, now redo, edit, redo. We want that, I think. So what we're going to do is create a new layer, new layer. Okay, and what I'm going to do is put this background in the layer. We're going to unlock that. And then this layer will be there. And then create another layer, new layer, layer 3. Okay, we'll put that in front of this layer. And then we can come in here and we'll paint this layer black as well. I guess we don't have to. Okay, see, then what I can do with this other layer here is just lower the opacity. But that's not quite the look I'm looking for. So let's see what other steam options we have. See, what I could do is that steam and then come in here with some black. soft round, make it a little smaller, and opacity would be like this. Make it black. And then we come with a little bit bigger here. We just take some of this out in the middle here. Okay. Paint it. Flow, smoothing. What's the flow? All right. See, I don't know a lot about this. Or should be only working on that level. Okay. Okay, like this. But it looks like it's actually cutting out the layer before it too. Okay, how did this get back in the middle of all that? Okay, I see. All right, this, it's making it black. Okay, what I did wrong, Z, was I need to go and use the magic eraser. I need to erase it, not color it. Okay, and then we go like this. Size. Z. This one. Okay, that's kind of what I need to do, but I need to tolerance. Bring it like down here like this. That didn't work. Hardness. That kind of works a little bit. Let's bring the hardness down some more. Okay, so we do that, and then we take this layer and we just bring the opacity down a little bit like this. And then we do the same thing here with this layer, Z. Now, I don't think I did that right, Z. I think what I have to do, okay, the opacity. I think what I have to do with this one is the black idea. Go back to our brush. Because black is invisible. Okay, so we go back to our brush and we take just some of this out like here. Like that. Okay. Now we got to go to these to the adjustment layers, channels, was it channels, layers, adjustments and properties. Oh, it's adjustments. And we go to convert to was black and white. Black and white. We want it black and white. No, not here. I think we have to go to this one. Okay, we have to merge these all together now. In layer. We're going to just try this and see if we can get it to work. Okay, flatten the image. Now when we go to the adjustments and the black and white, it will make the whole thing black and white. All right, then we go back to adjustments and go to curves. And now what we want is our white to be very white. And our black, which it's not working, it to be very black. And the white's going to be what we see. Okay, why is that gray? Okay. The white is going to be what we see, and the black is going to be invisible. Let's try it. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work or not. File, export, save a copy, and we're going to go to it's going to be called window pane. Glass. And this is going to be a PNG file. Okay. Now let's go back here. Base color, browse. You gonna browse or not? Okay, here we go. We're gonna go to here. Window, pane glass. Okay, that's not working, but we have to make it fit, I guess. And then this one right here would be the cutout opacity. Window, pane glass. All right. Now what we have to do is size it to fit, which would be 0.5. Let's see, try 0.5. Vertical tiles, 0.5. 3. Let's try 3 and 3. 3. Okay, that's not working. 1 is 30. Try 3 instead. Okay. Let's try the vertical tiles. And vertical offset. Vertical tiles would be like that. Vertical offset. Vertical tiles. Vertical offset. Okay, looks like we've got something that kind of vertical tiles. We still got to bring that up a little bit. Vertical offset. What about the horizontal tiles? Oh, I think we've got this on both sides of the glass. Horizontal tiles would be if it isn't one thing, it's another. Glass. Would have to be this kind of thing happening. So what we do is we turn the glass off like this. We go to our cutout opacity. That didn't work. Glass. None. We go here to none. We still have a problem here. It didn't work. The cutout opacity. 0. 0. Oh, it would be 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. Okay, now why do we still have glass here? Okay, glossy color, black. I think my camera's hitting it. No, it should be just clear right now. Okay, there shouldn't be anything here. Glass color, cancel. Okay, see, that's still not right because it's supposed to be just gone. This window may not work. The glass, the image that I have will still work, but it's not letting me shut off the window, the glass, and I'm not sure why. Because the cutout, it's just supposed to go away, and obviously it's not if his hand is contacting it. Transmitted color, none. SS color, emission color is black, so it's not emitting anything. Glossy color, off. The base color, there's no translucency weight. Reflectivity, refraction. Oh, this is just incredibly transmitted color. Okay. Enter bye-bye window. Let's find another window. Products. Okay, let's go files. Window. I can just use any window. Hopefully not something that's that snaps. And environment. Files. Default. Window. Let's go down to sort of this. All right. Try this. Okay, window. Perspective view. Take me to my window. Oh, and I have a feeling this is going to have too wide. Well, I can size it so that it is hidden into the wall. Okay. So let's select the window parameters. Y translate. Bring it up. It almost fits here. Y translate. Okay, Y scale. Y translate. X scale. Z translate. Y translate. Oh, I know. Well, maybe it was because I wasn't in. See, I kind of like this window better anyway. Okay, so we're going to go Z translate. And then we're going to go X scale, Y scale, Y translate, Y scale, Y translate. Okay, back to our camera view. Now his hand is still contacting the window, but I can move him back a little bit. This is Victor. This is Vic. We'll just call him Vic. Okay, so it's a male. Here we go. Now we're going to just translate him back a little bit like that. And X translate him over a little bit. And then, okay, we have this window I like better. Now let's see about our surfaces. We have to select the window. Let's put the window in with the wall and window. All right, and window, what have we got here? We have glass in the window. That's very simple. Now if I turn off opacity, let's see what happens when we go into Iray. It should be gone. Yeah, it is gone. The other one might have been gone as well. All right, now let's, I don't know why his hand is contacting that again. Let's bring him back a little more. Parameters. Z. Okay, that looks okay. Now let's put our image back on our, hopefully our pane is one glass rather than a double-sided kind of glass thing. Surface, glass, and let's go to our base color, browse, window, window pane, glass. That looks a little more like it's something I can work with here. Now we go to our cutout opacity, browse, window, pane glass. Okay. Now we go to our horizontal tiles. Now, I don't know why, but this is doing that same thing again. 0. Are we 1? I guess 1. All right, let's take this off of the none. Let's take it off the cutout opacity and see what happens. Okay, I have an idea. 0. Let's go to Iray. Okay, in Iray, it's off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this image off of this, none. Okay, and Iray, it's clear glass. It's like this, not even glass, it's just gone. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a plane, surface, plane. Then I know the plane is one-sided. Okay, so we're going to go to perspective, and it could mess up like this again on me. But let's go to our this, and let's turn it up like that. That would be parameters 90. And then let's go to scale and scale it down. Let's bring it up. Y translate. Y, let's see. Y scale, no, it's not that. Z, X scale, would bring it in like that. Y scale, Z scale would bring it up like that. Y translate, Z translate would bring it out and into our window. Y translate would bring it up. Z would bring it a little taller. Okay. Now we're going to find a glass texture for it, which would be in surfaces, plane, glass. And let's find a glass texture. Something to give it a little bit of shine. Thin-walled. Okay, let's look through our camera. All right, you can see my camera light there. We're going to be using different lighting here. Okay, now we have this, so let's go to our editor. Base color, this all looks good. Now let's try putting on our window, our image. Doesn't appear to be working, but let's go down here to our cutout opacity. Where is that? There it is. And we are in Iray. Why isn't this showing up? Plane. Okay, I made that a little bit thicker. Now I can kind of see something. So we go, let's go out of here. All right. Okay, we want it like that. The vertical tiles be like that. Cutout opacity is all the way up. Okay, horizontal. Okay. What happens when we go into Iray? Can we see any of this? No. What is it that I've done wrong here now? How about if we give it a little bit of luminance? All right. There we go. Presto, people. Okay, now my camera is messing all of this up. Okay, so this, now you know how to do it. Okay. All right, so the camera, you see this little square here? Well, that's like it's the thong of my camera light. It's got like a little light on my camera, and it's like whiting out the scene terribly. See, I haven't put hair on him. I haven't put body hair on him. I haven't put a beard on him. I haven't put anything on him yet because it just slows down the scene, and I want to kind of get everything right in the scene before I do those other things, okay? So that's the philosophy here. So I'm not sure that I did this that well. I'm not sure how well I did this, but it seems as though it's working, okay? Like this, I maybe could have spent more time putting this steam around the glass. I don't know. You know, I'm doubting myself right now, but okay. First things first, let's take this. Let's put a spotlight in the scene, which will turn off the camera light. Okay? Totally different scene now, don't we? And what's lighting the scene now is the stock HDRI, okay, that comes with the scene. So we have to consider what we're doing here. So if we go into the environment and backdrop, let's go with black. Okay, that kind of does something there. And then we go with our environment. I'm not sure that I'm going to leave that like that, but we go to the environment. And let's try like something noir. Browse. Let's go to here. Let's try some kind of like noir scene. Okay, this just, okay. Okay. I forgot how to make the scene black and white. Okay, it's something, okay, I've forgotten how to make it black and white. Or maybe I don't want to make it black and white. Let's see. See, now there's all kinds of issues here. Like this plane here. I'm wondering if it should go back some into the frame a little bit more, and Back to the camera. I think that's a little better looking. And you see what I can do with this. Now it's like all kinds of tweaking, you know, environment. Okay, now I think what I do to make this black and white, it might be, it's either it might be in the tone mapper options, or it's in the environment options. Okay, we'll go back to this, to our environment. Let's turn it, let's go turn the backdrop off, cancel. Okay, and all right, let's make this gray. I'm wondering how to light him up now. Okay, let's take our spotlight, bring it up. Spotlight. Right now, I'm just kind of like playing it by ear. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. None at all. I've never done anything like this before. Okay, so we're going to go back to our camera. Give the spotlight a little bit of... There we go. 2. One. All right. And let's take the water that's on the window. Let's just make it a little bit less luminous, which would be our... Okay, it's not the glass, it's the plane. Luminance is 2. Let's just go down to like 1 and see what happens. Yeah, that's a little bit, okay, and we could even go down more. Like to 9. Okay, and I'm seeing a seam here. So we go to our surface here. 9. Okay, horizontal offset. Offset. Okay. That appears to capture that. Back to Iray, see what it looks like. There we go. Let's okay, we need some kind of environment behind him. So we're going to go and Find an environment. So many to choose from. Okay, I'm thinking that I could just put a wall behind him and put like brick there or something, but see, the more I can get done in this scene before I put hair and all kinds of stuff on him, the more little nook. I'm thinking, kind of like Gothic, something Gothic, like stone walls kind of idea. Viking Hall. Whatever it is, I'm going to have to like cut the scene apart. Old room. Where's the old room? I mean, that just isn't enough, I guess. Gothic living room. This Gothic living room is this gigantic scene. That's the scene I used for my Emily Dickinson image. We're like a little like insane asylum here. That's kind of Gothic. Diablo. It's a little too Gothic. Coffee shop. Living space. The Black Project. Let's see what this is. Okay. Merge into the scene. Okay, see, this is, I kind of like this already. Let's get rid of all these, this camera too, all these spotlights. That's the spotlight we want to keep. All right, maybe I don't want to get rid of the spotlights. Camera 2 we want to get rid of. This is the spotlight that I put in, I think. Yeah. And then we have these, the point lights. Let's put them all in the black project so they move with it. Okay, and then let's take our perspective view and let's go here and see what we've done here. Where are we? What is happening here? Where is our guy? Where's our window? Where's our wall? Okay, here it is. Now I have a little trick up my sleeve. What I can do, which I kind of like I like the background already with what it's doing with him, but I just don't want all this wall in front of it. So what I can do is there is a script. Okay, it's called Doctor. I think it's called Doctor. Let's see. We're going to get out of here. And close that up. Unclick that. And it's in Utilities. It's called Camera Doctor. I think it is. Or Scene Duck Rent Camera Doctor. And it's called Cutaway. Camera switcher. No, it's not that one. It's then Render Doctor. No. Okay, it is a doctor, I think, but it's not coming up. Oh gosh. So I gotta find it. It's in with the other doctors. What was it called? Scene. Let's try scene. Scene. No, we're getting ultra scenery. Cut. Let's try cut. Camera cutaway. There it is. It's just a camera scene cutaway. All right. Alignment X, I guess, is good. We'll try that. All right. It's chopping the whole thing there. But what we want to do is we want to take this cutaway and move it, rotate it around like this. And bring it this way. Where is the, I can't see what I'm doing. And it only works in Iray, so you have to do this in Iray. It's another reason why I didn't put, okay, it's cutting this way, and I didn't want it to do that. Z. Let's try selecting this again. Okay. All right, I think I want to cut it like this. So let's go to parameters, and we want, wow, I put it right on 90. And then we want to go like that. 180. Okay, and then we want to go back, Z, until we can see our guy. Where is he? Oh, it might be cutting him right out. How do we do this? I wonder if there's like an exemption kind of thing. Parameters. Point at, visibility, clip lights. I don't know that this is going to work too well, okay, because unless I line it right up with, let's go to our camera. Okay, he's gone, so we got to move this back enough until he appears. There it is. Right about here. But I can't see now all that work we did on the window appears to be gone. Oh, maybe it's cutting the window. See, it could be cutting the window out. There we go. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's kind of working. I don't know. Let's see what happens when we now dress him up with some hair and see, I just didn't want that building to be creating some kind of like dark. I could light it up and all, but I just didn't want it creating some kind of, and we still are going to create a rain plane maybe. We're going to put some kind of rain in between the camera and him. I'm not sure. We might do that in Photoshop as well. All right. So now we've got well, let's dress him up. Let's put we're going to put some hair on his body. I'm going to keep his shirt off. We're going to give him some hair on his head and some kind of facial hair. Let's see what we can do here to dress him up. Hair. That's all he needs is hair, really. Now we get rid of this cut word. We select this. And now what's this do? No, don't care for that. Where there's a new hair. Facial, this stuff here. This beard I found out was to be really I think this beard is, or I might have the wrong one. Yeah, I think I do, because it's not offering me any different styles. Yeah, it is. Here we go. This is a really nice beard. It's called the Iden beard for Genesis 9. You have all these different styles. And they're all very nice. Iden beard. Look at this. See, I can just go to whatever degree. This is like a very, just kind of very light beard. Okay, let's see how that one. I just want the lightest kind of beard that I can give him. And then we got to give him some head hair. Short. What's this look like? Okay. Curl. Curl. Curl vibes here. Okay. That kind of works. We can adjust it if we need to. And then his eyebrows look too light, so we might have to do something with them. They look kind of red. And then we've got to give him some body hair, which would be body. And that would be select him again. Let's just go to hair. Where is it? I think I gotta go to default. This is kind of working. It's now I'm seeing like a some kind of reflection here of like window, like bars or something. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, we type body. Body. And we should get to the body hair. There it is. Okay. Body shell. Genesis 3, okay. Genesis 8. Where's Genesis 9? This is the wrong product, I think. There it is. You know, I didn't know I had this. But this is an amazing product. That's work. That means I have that same product for Genesis 8. This is an amazing product. The first thing when you put it on, it turns them like black, kind of dark, like really dark. But once you put the hair on, it goes back. But now he has body hair. But see, there's something that doesn't go up to his neck, like it's some men trim their hair there, Z. So we don't want that. We want something with the neck hair as well, so it doesn't look weird. Okay, this kind of looks okay here. But let's Z, let's try a different one here. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think this one works well. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's enough definition there. We don't have to try the first ones we grab here. See, no, this one maybe. No, I mean, it might render out right. No. See, you can see the ones that are cut at the top. I may have to settle for that one. They all seem to cut at the top. I don't remember them all being like that. Hair. Okay, them all being cut at the top like that. It says chest with neck. You see in chest with abdomen. But I didn't see any hair on the neck. Okay, this says chest with neck. I think this is the one that kind of looks the best. I think we're going to have to go with this. No, I'm not sure now. No, that's a little too curly. See? Let's go with this. Okay. I guess that'll work. And it just doesn't like stick out and make it seem like a little bit like distraction kind of hair. Okay, now what I'm going to do is try to zoom out here now to our perspective view and try and figure out what it is that's creating this. Okay, I think what I can do is take this cutaway here and bring it in a little more. I think it's this stuff here that's creating this shadow. So if I come here to parameters and just go in a little more, Z. Let's go back to our camera and see if we lost our window. Yeah. See, now we've lost our, see? And we're still lost something else too. There's like the wall. There. Okay, environment. What is going on here in the environment? We don't have any, okay, backdrop. Let's go with the black again. And now let's go to our scene, environment. Let's go to scene only. Now, I don't know what's causing that, but you see, I'm seeing these shadows here. Now, if I turn off my Spotlight. Okay, it could be the lights, okay, in this black room. This black project, see how we have all these spotlights and point lights? Okay, the point lights are out. And it's gone. Whatever was causing that is gone. All right, now his eyebrows. It's kind of hard to see that. I think I'm going to hide my spotlight from the scene for now. It'll still shine, but we're going to just display, hide it visible in viewport so we can see our scene a little better. See him. Okay. Now it's his eyebrows. Something's wrong. Well, they're kind of red, I think, and they've got to be darker. So, because Victoria has kind of red hair. So they're just not pronounced enough. So we go down here to eyebrows. Let's just get rid of them and go to our smart content. We're going to look up essentials. That would be here. And let's try these. No. Well, they're better, but Z. I always prefer low eyebrows for my characters. Generally, I usually like that. That's what you get when you lower their eyebrows. You kind of get those hunter eyes kind of look. And most models kind of have that look. So, okay, now the eyebrows and his face hair match, but his head hair looks a little too red. So we're going to go here to his hair, surfaces, and this would be here in this translucency color. We just take some of the red down. A little more. And we'll take some of the base color down. Glossy color. I'm not sure what it is that I see there, but it's just something red. It's not working. Top coat. Let's take the top coat down. There, I think that did it. All right, so I promised you some rain. So let's see what we can find. If we can find a little bit of rain to come down in here. So let's go to rain. Rain product, and I think I have a product that I have in mind. Well, this one says instant rain. I wish it was that easy. Let's see what we get. You know, Sickle Yield has made so many awesome rain products and transparencies. I mean, we are talking about massive resources. Instant rain. I'm not seeing it here, so we got to figure out where it is actually. Okay, so we go to perspective view, and then we look at this. Where's our rain cube? It's right there. Oh, this is kind of hard to tell what's going on here. The world is so black. Z9. Let's see if she gave us a. Let's try this. Okay, there we go. All right, so instant rain. What have we got here? Looks like we have a okay, let's go to our camera view. Well, it looks like the rain is now inside the, so let's go, yeah, it looks like it's raining inside. Okay. Thinking this isn't working, but let's just take and give it a chance. See, this is creating something, these long streaks. But I'm not seeing the rain. Z, let's go Z with this. This is like an atmosphere. All right, we're going to go into Photoshop. We're back, Photoshop, File, New. Let's go 1920 by 1080. And let's make this black. And we're going to look for some rain. Ron's rain. Where's Ron's rain? Or is there some kind of Ron's rain? Frost. Ron's particles. Skull. Web. Watercolor. Trees. Fishing. Spiderweb. Water. Sky. Bokeh lights. I know we have rain. Waterfalls. Okay, let's look some more here. Condensation. It might be in there, but particles. Sci-fi lightning. Watercolor. We need white. Okay, that's Z, that's not rain. See? Edit, redo. Okay, that didn't do anything. See? Nope. A lot of water here. Oh, Ron's trees. Water, sky. What's this? Dolphin, sun, flare, airplane. Grunge, light radiance, bokeh lights. Fishing brushes. Vintage overlays. Z. It's too big if you don't see anything. It's Z. Redo. Not sure why this isn't. Okay, those aren't working right now. Vintage elements. I can't read these. Oh, those are cool. But it's not rain. There's a lot of brushes in that collection. It might be in the condensation. Winter collection crystals, those are beautiful. Sci-fi, lightning. Okay, it's not there. Runny inkers, particles. Why aren't they painting? Okay, oh, I have the wrong brush. It's supposed to be a brush. See? See? Oh, you have to smudge to make these work. Some of them work. Yeah. You have to drag them. Well, that's not working. Z. Some of them aren't. Well, what's happened? See? Water. Oh, these are like watercolor. All right, like a watercolor painting. Winter sci-fi lightning. Okay. Particles. All right, what have we got? I think I've also got some maybe that aren't here. So I have to look in the condensation. Why aren't these painting? Okay. All right, this isn't, let's look here. Condensation, clear water. Okay, let's close this up. I didn't see the clear water one here. Here it is. Why aren't these working, Z? Oh, let's start a new layer. New layer. There we go. All right. Well, there aren't very many tiny here. Wow. How do they do this? Make such cool stuff like that. All right, now let's keep going. Let's see what we're looking for. We've got powder, light fusion, light fusion. I know I have rain. Magic effects, dust. Magic snow, skulls, slime. Ron's rings, wings of water. No. It's not them. Splashes, water, sky. Ron's water. Is that what I'm using? That's clear water. Ron's water. Is there a rain? I know I have rain ones. Just don't know where they are right now. That is so cool right there. Now these I could have used on the window. This is where I could have been a little bit more precise. Well, these drips here. Okay, I deleted my background. Edit, redo paint bucket. Layer, new layer. Okay, we select this layer. Okay, there we go. Well, okay, this isn't working. You like it? Do you like this, Angus? I just noticed the looking good. Thank you. Thank you very kindly for the compliment. All right, we're going to go and see if we got some more Ron's water. Vintage. It's not those steam and smoke. Ron smoke, slime, skulls. Frost, flourishes. Clear water, condensation. Light fusion. Fog storm. All right, we've lost our background again, our layer. I keep undoing it and then going back too far. Oh. Z. I wonder if we'll just get some rain here. Wow. These, you know, you just want to play with all these so that you know you have them. And then you can use them to You know, because sometimes these 3D scenes, they look so like ultra clear that you want to kind of fog them in a little bit, you know? And so that's a possibility here. Taking this and just putting a fog Z, kind of like the ones down here. Oh, here we go. I think we found it. Let's try it. So what we got to do is go into adjustments. Let's go black and white. And let's go to our curves. Let's make the black black. And the white white. Okay. And then let's go, and this may not work. Let's go File, Save As. And let's save this as a PNG. And let's save it as Storm. I hope I saved that in the right place. Here we go. Now we need a plane. Another plane. Let's go to our perspective view and find our plane. Here, let's make our winter rain and storm so that we can't. I may end up just taking them out. I don't think they're doing anything, really. Right now, I'm just not familiar enough to use them. Okay, we're going to turn this at 90 degrees. Now let's go back to our perspective view, back to our camera. All right, and we're going to put this in front, Z. This way, in front of our scene. Like that, just enough to cover it. And I think we got to go a little more, Z. Okay, and then we go to our surfaces, and we want to go to the base color here. That was called Storm. Storm. There it is. There's one. And then we go to our cutout opacity. Underneath Storm. And then we take and let's turn on the emission color. Give it a little bit of light. And then we go to our here to our luminance 1, and we go to a cutout opacity and bring it down some. What happens when we turn that off? It's definitely there, so it's doing something. But what is the question? 9. Let's see what we have here. Let's Let's bring our cutout opacity back. And let's try and okay, okay, horizontal tiles. I need to step back here, perspective on our plane. Where is it? Okay, we have, darn, our thing only works, our cutout thing only works in Iray. Let's see. Camera cutout. It may only work for the camera. Okay, I'm seeing a plane there. Okay, this is giving me an idea now. What's happening here? Okay, we have, let's make the plane smaller. So we go with parameters first. And let's scale it X like this, and Y and Z like that. Okay. And Y translate. Okay. Z. Okay. Let's come a little closer so we can see it. And now we go to surfaces. We can go to luminance and let's make it stand out a little more so I can see it. 9, there we go. And now we have to I don't know if I can see it. Oh, I can see it here now. Horizontal. Okay. Okay, there's one. Vertical. Okay, there's 2. And then vertical offset. Let's go to our camera view and see what we have. Do we have rain? Well, it kind of looks like we do, but let's see now. Let's take now our cutout opacity and bring it down so that it's almost gone. There it is. There's our picture, people. Now I'm thinking of darkening the room up a little bit behind him, so it's not sticking quite so distracting. Go to parameters. There's one. Let's just take these spotlights down. quite a bit. 2, 3. One of them will get it. 2. And one more. That was the one right there. Okay. There it is. There's our image. Took me long enough. But I think we got it. We got it. Now our spotlight might be a little bit too bright, which would be spotlight 1 right up here. Spotlight. Or it might just be just the temperature. Warm it up a little bit. Yeah, I think that was all it needed. Maybe warm it up a little bit. Okay, so let's I think it's still too bright. There it is. And I think I'm going to have him blink a little bit. Just kind of like close his eyes a tiny bit so he's not like this kind of thing. Blink. Just a little bit. There we go. Save this. Yeah, this is no post work. This is a no post work scene. It's all done right in Daz. So we're gonna do a render now. Render settings. Save. I just saved it. We'll do it again. And we're gonna go now with it. You know, now that I see it, it kind of looks like he's looking in a bathroom mirror. But the fact that his hand is on the glass kind of makes you think, no, he's looking out of a window. The only thing I'm not really kind of happy with is the floor. It looks like a tile floor. And I'm not too thrilled with that because then it makes it look like he's in a bathroom. And so what I'm going to do is see if I can isolate the floor. I mean, it's part of the allure a little bit, but then it's not. There's part of it that I don't really like. So if we go to the surfaces, we can save this and we can just play with the floor a little bit. Concrete. We'll go with the concrete. I think that's the... And let's find... rug, maybe. Shader. What happens when we just put something like that on there? Different rug, a brown. Okay, I think we got to do, I think I'm going to turn the metal off. The metal is what's giving it the surfaces. The dark metal is what's turning it into tiles. So if we come in here and turn this dark metal opacity strength, oh my gosh, okay. This isn't even, wow. This floor has got to be converted to Iray. So we'll go into here, shaders, Iray. We got to turn that into Iray. So we're going to go Uber. See if we can find an Uber shader. Let's just go to shaders. It's usually at the top. Uber Base. Surface, we got to do both. And the concrete will do the whole thing. Okay, that didn't change the floor. Why not? Yeah, it did actually. And it kept the same thing on here. Okay, so then the dark metal, we come here in the cutout opacity. I'm not sure why the floor still has a pattern in it. Concrete. Cutout opacity. We just shut it off. Shut it all off. Let's see. And then it's okay. It's just dark. I think that's better. Light through a window. I'm wondering if I like this beard. What's this down here? Oh, that's my cutaway. All right. Let's give it a render. Where's the beard? Go to our camera. Got to give him something. Just give him a little bit of definition in his face. Just I don't think that'll work. This will work. Just a little stubble. That's all he needs, is just something there to give him a little color there. Doesn't need a beard. There it is. There. That's better. Okay, we can delete that other beard. I've got to look though and see if it went on right. Let's look at this. I don't think it did. I think it's... Let's check it out here. Stubble. Tool settings. Yeah, it did go on right. It's just very faint around the... It's kind of what I wanted. Very nice. Wondering if the eye color is right, or if I should give, they should be blue or something. And now this hair... I'm wondering if there are any morphs that go with it. Morphs. Adjust sides. Cap, tap, top. Adjust the front. That's what I want to do, is bring it over a little bit. Wind. That's whatever that is. It's not his hair. Crown. Yeah, that is his hair. Z. Part around the base. camera. Let's see if this looks a little better now. It's not, it's because of the frost. It's kind of hiding the right hand side, and if I kind of maybe pull him over to the left a little more, it might. You see this part up in here that's bothering me. Try a different hair. I've got I've got another one. It's called deckhand, I think, hair. Yeah, this one, deckhand. Okay. He doesn't necessarily have to have long hair. Let's see if this will even attach right. Okay. There's parts of it that I like better. I like the part in the front. Now, what if we use them both? What if we turn the other hair on as well? And that'll give me the part of one of them and the curliness of the other. I think that the second hair, the deckhand hair, we got to go with one color, like all one color, like black. No, that's the wrong hair. How about brown? What's the difference here? Okay, brown. Now we turn off the deckhand hair. We have this hair. See, I don't like this hair. I think something's happened with the hair. It's not even looking like it's sitting right now on his head. Oh, that we turned off. Yeah, we turned off the deckhand. So that deckhand hair is really helping that other hair. Now we turn off the other hair, and I'm not sure that it's making any difference having it there. The only thing about the deckhand hair is it kind of looks a little bit like he's, kind of like, I don't know. Let's see what we have for other hair. Okay, I'm definitely not liking the old hair we had. This brown hair kind of works, but then there's something about the deckhand hair that looks kind of ratty, like just unkept, or it makes him look like a 70s rock star, and I'm not trying to go there. I'm looking more for like modeling, kind of look like styled hair. So let's just go back to hair. Oh, I know a hair that might work. What's it called? This one might work too, but let's look. This one could work too. This, Royce, maybe. Let's try that, Royce. We got to do the other hair, Royce, not the unconverted. Royce here for Genesis 8. Okay, let's select this guy. All right, let's go to Genesis 8. When you add hair to your figure, it slows the scene down a little bit, and that's why I like to do the hair last. Never underestimate how awesome two different hairs can work together. So that's especially if you buy hair that's like this shaved on the sides, you can just then use a hair that has a nice side profile. Use them both together. Now let's turn off the deckhand hair because I think it's kind of, I think it just looks unkept. And this isn't working either. Now when we turn the deckhand hair on, oops, we turned it off. Then this one kind of, now I'm wondering if this Roy's hair, I should probably have not deleted the other hair because it may have fixed the other hair's area where it was missing. This doesn't look bad. I'm gonna, instead of deleting these hairs and trying other ones, I'm just gonna leave them here. And let's keep looking because I might go with a really short hair. Just now, what about how about Yarden hair? Okay, let's try this. I am a hair fanatic. I just buy every kind of hair I can possibly find for my figures. Generally, and I've gotten better now. I kind of scrutinize because there's like a lot of hair that I bought and I thought, well, it looks terrible on the model, but I can make it look better, and I usually can than the artist who makes it. You know, when they put it on a model, and they're good at making hair, but they're not maybe good at making scenes with the hair. But if the hair really looks kind of terrible on the model, you can kind of bet it's going to look terrible on your figures as well. So, but with the right lighting and stuff, sometimes you can make it work. But what have we got here? This doesn't look too bad. I think we might have our hair. Yeah. Yeah, it looks styled. It doesn't look just kind of like crazy man hair. It looks, there, that's the hair. I wanted it kind of long. I wanted kind of like Game of Thrones kind of look hair. But I just wanted it to, but I didn't want it to be, that's the hair. And you know, it's like this hair 100 times on other figures, it's just going to look terrible. But it's, you just never know. It's the lighting. Everything has to do with how the hair works. And that is our hair. And oops, that was the Yarden hair. Z, we don't want to get rid of that. We want to get rid of the deckhand hair and get rid of the Royce hair. We're going to use the Yarden hair. Save it. Now the hair doesn't bother me. That first hair I had, I liked the way it kind of curled around the sides, but I didn't like what was happening on the forehead. And so this has something like these little curls that come down in, and it just completely, now I think this hair might look a little bit better, darker maybe. So we could just kind of darken it up a little bit. It looks a little bit too reddish. So we'll darken it up a little bit. And let's see where he is again now. Where's that red hair? Yarden hair. In a way, it's not bad, though. I think I'm going to leave it. Yeah. Because there's something soft about it. The colors, how the colors. So, all right. I think, people, we are going to, we're going to look into rendering this now. And, I wonder if I should make these water drops a little bit. It is taking a long time to save this thing. I wonder if it's probably because, I don't know why. Failed to save. I think it was in the middle of thinking when I tried to save it. That happens sometimes. It's just all of a sudden it doesn't want to save. It's kind of scary. It's not going to save, I don't think. Something's weird here. It saved, okay. All right. So I was thinking about this wall and window, it says here. I forgot. Okay, this is my plane here. Surface, plane. What if we, now that's, which plane is that? Wall and window. All right, we can get right rid of that window by just turning it off. The window, because we still have, oh, we need the frame. Or do we? Yeah, we need the frame. All right, window. We have the window turned off. So then there's this plane, and then there was another plane. Okay, that's our rain plane. This is our window plane. So we're just going to take the cutout of our window, of our rain. Just bring it down a little bit. There we go. And that's it. And so now we take our, let's render this. Yeah, it's amazing, these transparencies, that you can just lay them into a scene and they will, you know, you take these transparencies and you take them out and all of a sudden he just looks too starkly kind of like detailed. It doesn't look real. And so you have to kind of subdue the scene a little bit to give it, to make your figure blend in and get them. I'm not sure exactly how realistic this looks, but I believe it looks more realistic than it did before we added like the rain, the fog, and the layers in front of him. So he just looked too crisp and too detailed. So let's go to our render settings. Let's take this up to 6,000. Let's go now to our progressive render. Take it to maximum samples, maximum time. Turn this off. Save it one more time. Okay. And I have a feeling it's that cutaway that's making this save so slowly. All right, we're ready to render now. Okay, render. And here it is. This is going to do it. I have a feeling it's going to be a render. I can't really imagine there's anything that I kind of, well, we're going to get to see it really up close now. 8,000 is a lot smaller than what I usually render, but I think it will be pretty good. I usually render at 13K. Look at this. That's his hand. This almost looks like a Renaissance painting. It's just amazing. Angus, I'll send you a lock or two. That's sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We have our image. Yeah, and the hand up in the air is kind of another, it's like symbolic almost, like it's some sort of secret sign. Are you part of the Illuminati? So, yeah, there's something very Renaissance about this. Thank you, Angus, for hanging in. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate very much. Yes, same here. I'm done here. I'm done with this scene. I'm gonna let it render for a couple of hours. It won't take a couple of hours. This will only take probably about maybe 15, 20 minutes to render, up to a couple thousand, but I might let it render like to 6,000. So yeah, this is it. And the eyes are just so kind of like hypnotic in a way. They pull you in to it. They're very it's like the way a cat, when their eyes kind of dilate, and it's a way that they draw their prey in, saying, I'm really relaxing. And the minute you think that, they're about ready to close their eyes and go to sleep, that's when they pounce. Yeah, it's this kind of hypnotic, draw you in kind of, think that they're not even, paying attention to you kind of thing. But yeah, this came out very well. So we have a scene, people. We do. Very good. I kind of think these particular clouds here were a little bit too much, that I should have faded them a lot more around the edges. But it could be steam. It could be, it's just, it's a veil between him and the world, a water veil. So there is a lot of symbolism in this picture. The window, okay, is like, it's like a barrier, okay, and the glass is this it's like a portal to another world, to another kind of thing. And the wall outside is like kind of like reality. It's like a you could go on the droplets of rain and the steam. And they all have symbols here. The steam here, which could be like consciousness or the spirit or soul, and the water droplets could be like a solidifying of a an apparition, coming into reality. Angus, you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and for what's left of it, I appreciate very much you spending your night here with me. And thank you very much. I am tired. It's time for me to go to bed, so we are going to play a little bit of polka before we go out. Please like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications. I will see you again in the next tutorial. This is Rex Red saying thank you for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. And also, I hope you learned something. I hope along the way there were some tips and tricks that you did find helpful. You can leave comments down in the bottom if you'd like to say anything, if you'd like me to ask any questions. So, all right, again, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next EZ3DTV tutorial. This is Rex Red saying so long for now. I'm going to switch to my other computer and we will fade out this music as we head out. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.